This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Fluid Form Bio, developing innovative 3D printing living pancreatic tissue to help combat type 1 diabetes. For the first time, you can join this visionary mission. Visit fluidformbio.com or their page on Start Engine to learn more about this exciting work. Weekend edition here at 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Matt Noyes. This is recorded on a Saturday. It's designed to take you through the whole weekend. So depending on when you're watching, just a reminder, you can always grab the updates, including the radar as storms and downpours bubble up off of our app. Totally free. If you haven't downloaded it yet, make sure that you do. 1 Degree Outside Weather on the App Store and Google Play. Overall setup this weekend, cold front coming into play, but we're on the front side of that in the southern half of New England, and that means we feel like summer for our Saturday. Then as the front comes in, it stalls out. We've been talking about this in our Insights video over the course of this week, and the fact that when it stalls, it sets up this classic New England spring pattern where you end up getting high pressure going over the Canadian Maritimes, or at least Atlantic Canada, and bringing in an easterly flow that drives in cooler air and sets up a showery pattern that frankly lasts you all the way into the early part of next week. So let's go ahead and get into it here. The change in air that's coming in is going to take us from the summery feeling that many of us have today, high temperatures running in the 80s. And then when you get into northern New England, we've got the cooler air starting to come in. And so here comes that cold front. And along that front will bubble up showers, downpours, and thunderstorms. We're going to take a look at that a little bit closer here in 1 second. Overnight tonight, this front kind of stalls out in parts of central New England. There may not be a lot of action along it, but we do think there'll be actually some rounds of showers or downpours, maybe even a rumble of thunder at times during the overnight. And again, we'll take a look at that here in a second. On Sunday, the air is changing. The warmest spots, those of you watching us in Connecticut, many of us 60s or even 50s in some of the cooler spots. We start to bring in a northeast wind, and by Sunday night, we've done the job. Basically, the cooler air has arrived, and that'll be with you in the early part of next week. How's it going to affect your golf game? Well, it just so happens we just unveiled our new golf product on Patreon, patreon.com/1 Degree Outside. If you love golf, you're looking for this right here, 1 Degree Outside Enthusiasts. We do a golf discussion twice a week, and we've got over 40 maps that update every day. Cool stuff you've never heard before. Golf flight index, things like that. Okay, in terms of the radar forecast, I don't want you to take this literally because this is an all weekend long type video. So use our app with the radar in past plus future mode. But the idea here, as we go through our Saturday afternoon, more and more downpours and thunderstorms start to develop, particularly when you get along and outside of Route 495. There will be some heavy rain. Flash flooding wouldn't be impossible, except it's been very dry lately, so that makes it a little bit less likely. An embedded severe thunderstorm, a possibility in a couple of spots during Saturday afternoon to the early evening if you can get a strong enough wind gust to develop inside these, or a little bit of hail. Obviously, keep our app with you so you can get any alerts if they come out. But we get to the overnight still. There may be a round of showers or downpours that come through for us here. And then tomorrow, that's that change that I was telling you about where the cooler air has come into play. The showers are mostly set up in northern New England. We will still have the front kind of lurking around southern New England, so you still may get a shower to bubble up over the course of the day, particularly the afternoon into the early evening. Of course, the AC/DC concert at Gillette, it doesn't look terrible. There may be a shower that pops up. By that point, temperatures that may get to 65 to 70 at Gillette have come back down again into the upper 50s by the concert. Total rain over the weekend. Look, again, I think that overall we're talking about amounts that are 3/4 of an inch to an inch where the heaviest rain sets up. Look how much less you get the farther south and east you go, where, speaking of golf, you actually could get a round of it in today in some parts of southeastern New England, or if you go far enough north into northern Maine. Wind is going to get a little gusty later today. You get gusts going to 30, 35 miles per hour on the Cape. Our strongest gusts out of the south-southwest may come during the course of the overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, wind really is much less of a factor with that front kind of right over us. Here's what I mean about the new air in place Monday. The showers still around, and they're going to be with you over the first part of next week. Just a reminder here, with the raindrops coming down, you might want the 1 Degree Outside umbrella. You can grab that and so much more at swag.1degreeoutside.com. That's how it looks for now. If there are updates that we have to bring you over the weekend, just make sure you've got both location and notifications turned on in our app. That way you'll be able to get all the alerts as they come out. That's how it looks for now. Have a great rest of the weekend. We'll see you with your usual Sunday evening update at the end of the weekend at 1degreeoutside.com and atop the home screen of our app.